What's the word, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Big Will. I'm back with another episode. Life after prison. Let's run it. What's the word, fam? What's up, people? It's your boy Big Will. So I want to tell you about the story that I remembered when I was kind of young, kind of new to being locked up. The whole unsure feeling when I was young. And again, when I went in, I wasn't very young, but I want to say young meaning I didn't know too much about what went on there. You know, I was only new to it. I only heard, like everybody else, things that go on. But anyways, I was on the top tier in Dartmouth House Correction, and I had the top tier. I was the only person in my cell when I went in. The unit wasn't full, and it wasn't full for a while. But I got to know the cops because I was there. I was there for a while. So every day there's a turnaround. Every day there's new people. They come in, guys leave, they go to different units, they go, they get sentenced, they go upstate. Guys will get sentenced and they'll go to like a holding unit or whatever the case may be. I was in Greens, still in jail, awaiting to get sentenced. I had no bail. I was arrested on a pre-trial. I was on bail. I bailed out and I was arrested again. So they held me on pre-trial probation. I was out. I had no bail, so I couldn't leave. So anyways, like I said, I was there for a while, you know, and I got to be, it's messed up. Every time I sit here and do a video, fucking sirens in the city, they never stop. Not to get off course, but we just had a shooting. I just put the scanner on the other night, about 2 a.m. And just as I was putting it on, I heard at a local restaurant, someone had been shot. That fella died. Maybe I'll do a video on it. That fella died, and the other 3 guys are now, they've been caught, and, you know, now they're being charged. 2 are being charged. 1's being charged with accessory after the fact. Conspiracy, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Another one's being charged with accessory before the fact, I believe. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. And the other one was being charged with murder. But that's neither here nor there. So anyways, let me get back. I was saying I was in this unit for a while. And I was on shit. I was probably on waiting to go to trial almost 9 months. 10 months I was waiting to go. And I got to know the unit cops, you know what I mean? They're the same cops there every day, same COs every day, and I got to know them. They were cool. They were cool with me. Like I say, I'm not a troubled inmate. I may have trouble with another inmate, but I don't give the COs a hard time. It's not their fault that I'm in jail. When they disrespect me, they fuck up my cell, they rip my pictures off the wall, things of that nature. When I'm being disrespected as an individual, then I go to a different level, then I get a different attitude, then things are out of control. But if you respect me and you treat me how I want to be treated, or how I treat you, then it's all fair. I'm not going to give you a hard time just because you're a CO, okay? COs, I have a different liking than some police officers. Again, COs are just because they are in the law enforcement, they're only doing their job. They're getting paid the babysitters. I committed a crime that put me there. He didn't. So, but when he gets there, if he's going to look at me or belittle me thinking I am less than him because I was a criminal, then I have a problem with it, okay? But don't bother me, I don't bother you. Anyways, every day when we would have, every day it'd be, like I said, the unit would change. Guys would leave, they'd go to another unit, we'd have new inmates come in. Well, I liked having my own cell, and it was a 2-man cell, so every day I would pack my shit, and I would tell the COs, listen, someone gets put in my cell on last, you know what I'm saying? Like, fill other people's cell before you fill mine. I like my own cell. I like to have the bottom bunk, and I like to put all my stuff on the top bunk, keep all my shit folding, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of room in there, so when there's only one person, there's just much more room. I'm not worried about a cellmate. I'm not the type that wants to sit up and bullshit and let's play pinochle. That's not me. I like to do my own time. Put my headphones on, listen to my music. Probably read myself a book. That's what I like to do. I like to do my time. I'm not worried about doing someone else's time. I'm not worried about someone else doing my time. I don't get into that shit. So anyways, every day I was, I'd say, listen, put them over there, next door's going to sell, downstairs going to sell, fill them first. So it was getting to the point where the only cells that were coming available were workers' cell or, like my cell, there was a couple left. So I would pack my shit, and I would tell the CO, listen, unless my cell is the last one, unless there's no other openings, and you have to put them here because the workers I usually have already been sentenced, so you can't put someone who's not been sentenced or someone who is on someone who's waiting to go to trial or jail. You can't mix them in the same cell. Tans get housed with tans, the workers, and the jailers get housed with jailers. So anyways, we were getting kind of full, and I would tell them every day, listen, you got 4 of the cells open. If you put someone in my cell, I'm blasting them. As soon as they come in, I'm blasting them. That's it. I'm putting somebody out. I'm sending them out. So there's going to be an issue here. You're going to do paperwork. There's going to be a big fuck. I don't want nobody in here. I want my own cell. One day there was the unit got full, and I had to get a new cellmate. So they came and they told me ahead of time, Dupras, listen, your cell's the only one left. You're going to get a new cellmate. And I'm not prejudiced and shit, but when you're in jail, blacks stay with blacks, whites stay with whites. You can talk to them out, but usually living conditions, you usually live with your own kind. That's just how it goes, right? So anyways, hey, Dupras, you're getting a cellmate today. There's nothing else I can do. You're the only one left. All right. Listen, who is he? Is he a white guy? Is he a black guy? I don't know yet. You get a fucking file card. You know what the guy looks like. You know who he is. As long as he's not a ripper. That's what I used to say all the time. As long as he's not a ripper. If he's a ripper, don't even bring him because we're going out. Put him in a handcuff. We're going out. If he's a ripper, we're going to fucking war. As soon as he comes in, locks in the cell, I'm fucking blasting him. He's going to sleep. If it's a ripper or a rat, he's getting fucking hit. You can listen, it's not a ripper. He's not a ripper. The guy's not a rat from what we know. He is black. All right, whatever. There's nowhere else to put him. Is he a black white guy, or is he a black little gangbang? He's a thug. He wants to start trouble and bring shit to the cell. Because if it's someone like that, then we're gonna have an issue. I don't want no trouble to my cell. I don't need my cell getting shaken down. I don't need the COs up here. No, he seems to be a good guy. Well, he seems to be a good guy. He's an older guy. At the time, I think I was like 36 or something. This guy was like 49. So, right off the rip, I would wait to see what kind of condition you're in. And because you're older, if you're older and you're heavier than me, I can't make you get on the top bunk. You know, it's just, I have that thing. But if you come in and you're an older than me guy, but you're young and hip and you can jump around and you play basketball, then you have no problem getting on the top bunk. Well, this guy was probably 6'2", maybe 6'3". He was a tall, lanky black kid. And he come in, he had no canteen. You know, right away the first night I'm in there, I split my meal with him. You know, second night we're in there, the guy has nothing. I split my meal with him again. You know, I ran a store. I always had canteen on deck. By the third night, the guy's telling me, hey, listen, man, you know, why don't we switch a couple nights? I get the bottom, you get the bottom. And I'm telling him, oh, you're out of your mind, dude. Like, you're out of your mind. I'm not going to keep switching with you and making the bed, unmaking it. You're out of your tits. So the guy's telling me, you know, listen, I'm older than you and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you know, whatever. So he's like, all right, whatever, you know, you got it. You got that, whatever. You've been here first, no big deal. I'm not handicapped, no problem. So that was the guy that did my wife's tattoo. So we do the tattoo, and probably a week goes by, and you know, we do the tattoo, and now it's like the second week, 10 days in or something. He starts telling me, dude, listen, I can't be getting up and down off that top bunk. My knees are killing me. And I'm like, first of all, dude, I'm heavier than you. You know, just because you're taller, I'm heavier than you. And he had one of his friends come by. You know, so there was two black guys, and they're like, yo, dog, what's up? You should be giving dude the bottom bunk. And I'm like, listen, you don't live here. Don't worry about it. Dude ain't getting a bottom bunk. Don't come in here and start controversy. He's not getting it. They dabbed up, blah, 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 he left. That day we had day rec, so we were locked in at night, okay? Because we would have morning rec one day, next day we would have night rec. Next day, and then we go to morning rec, and we have night rec. We'll switch every other day. So that night we have night rec, and we have day rec that day, and we're sitting in our cell at night. We're locked down now, so we get locked down right after chow, 5 o'clock, right? Then we come out at 6:30, I think it was. We would come out for 45 minutes. Then we're locked down. Then the other people get their thing from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. They're out at night, right? We're locked down all night. So now we're in the cell, and the kid's there, and he's like, hey, listen, like, yo, I'm taking the bottom bunk. And I'm like, dude, you ain't taking the fucking bottom bunk. Like, you, listen, first of all, you come in here, you got no food, I take care of you. Yeah, you did a tattoo, and I gave you some, you know, canteen. I got your bag of coffee, shit that, you know, you wanted. You're not going to start demanding shit. And he was like, yo, little man, listen. Now, he called me little man because he was taller than me. But again, like I said, like, this dude had no weight on him, right? Had no weight, and I'm looking at this guy like, listen. So now he puts he's on the top bunk, he puts his feet, like, hangs them right in front of my thing. So I sit and I just hit his legs like, yo, get your fucking feet out of there. Put your feet at the bottom. My head's over here. And he jumps down and he's like, yo, my man, I'm taking the bottom bunk. It is what it is. I'm taking the bottom bunk. And I'm like, what? So I stand up and this dude's like, well, we're going to get it now, right? And I'm like, I didn't say a word to him. I sat down. I looked at him. I stand up and I just hit him. The guy never knew it was coming. He didn't think I wanted to fight with him. I get up and hit him. The guy buckled. Once he hit the floor, I'm not the type that's going to keep kicking you. I'm not the type of person. Once I drop you, what else do I get to prove? Right? Like, so he's on the floor and he's covering up. He's like, okay, you got it. You can have the top bunk. I didn't mean it. Listen, you know, just my legs are bothering me. Dude, you came in, you disrespected me. Now you got to fucking go. Pack your bag, tell the CO you gotta go. There's not another cell in a block that I can go to. Well, then you leave. I don't give a fuck what you tell them. Tell them you gotta go. Tell them, listen, I don't give a fuck what you tell them. Can I just stay till tomorrow? Listen, there'll be no beef. And now there's already physical confrontation. You have to go. Because now when I go to sleep, I don't know what you're gonna do. I can't trust at night what. And I'm not sitting up all night. Nah, there ain't no waiting until tomorrow. Pack your shit, you gotta go. And he starts banging on the door, packs his shit. CO comes and he's like, listen, I gotta get out of this block. And he's looking at me like, well, why, what's up? And he's like, no, ain't nothing to do with here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of this block. Like I said, people will come in daily, so he blamed it on someone came into the block that he had an issue with, and he had to leave. So I never ended up getting lugged. He never told that I hit him. When he left, his friend came to me the next day, and he was like, yo, what's up? What'd dude leave for? And I'm like, listen, man, he jumped up and just demanded. That's why I told you don't do that shit. And it was a guy that I played poker with and shit, you know what I mean? So we were all right. Just when he came in, he said it sarcastically, but it was kind of joking and shit, you know what I mean? But it's just, you just don't do shit like that. You don't cause trouble. And damn. So yeah, I ended up dropping my cellmate, made him pack his shit, made him leave, all because he demanded the bottom bunk. Now, had he asked me like a man and been like, yo, dude, listen, you know, on some real shit, I'm older than you, like, my legs bother me, I know I'm thinner, but I have a problem getting on the top bunk, talk to me, I am a reasonable person. But when you start demanding shit and telling me you're gonna do this and this is how it's gonna work, and you know, we were already at odds because we were different colors, not because, and he was a good person before that. Like I said, he did my tattoo, I broke bread with the guy, and I'm like, dude, I'm feeding you, you know, like, he didn't charge me much for the tattoo, and we did that all by hand, all pick and poke, you know, so, like, we had some good times. This is Jennifer, my wife's name, but, like, when he got up and just demanded shit, he had to go, you know. I seen him later on throughout the unit, another unit, and, you know, he was like, hey, what's up, saying hi to me, I'm passing and shit, and I'm like, it's kind of awkward, you know what I'm saying, like, now you're saying what's up to me and shit. He's like, I just want to let you know, I didn't mean nothing by it, you know, I didn't mean to be disrespectful, and I know I was wrong the way I came at you, and I told him, hey, listen, you know, I apologize for hitting you, but that's just, where we are, you got to take God, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not letting you take the bunk or punk me out. That's not happening, because then I'm a bitch and you think you're just gonna run all over me, you know what I'm saying? I don't care how big a person is. I've been hit by big people and I'm still standing, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've been hit by big people. It took my 10-year-old son to knock my front tooth out. Go figure, right? But yeah, just a little story I had to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever let nobody demand shit from you. If you ever going into jail, you ever going into prison, don't let nobody punk you out. You have to stand your ground no matter how big they are. Because if you don't, they're going to bitch you all the time. You stand up for yourself. Even if I was to stand up and he would have fought back and I would have lost, he would have respected me. Knowing that dude will fight. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about losing. He would have known I would have fought. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't think I was going to drop him like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a big kid. He was cut up. But he wasn't big, you know what I'm saying? He was thin, he was lanky, he was just tall, you know what I mean? I'm 6 foot, the kid was like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", he had a few inches on me, you know, but all of that goes out the window when you get down to the final, I'm a man, you're a man, and it's just what it is. And because I'm from the streets, I know how to fight, you know what I'm saying? So, because I know how to fight, this is what it led to, and this is how we ended up being, you know? Let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Big Will. I'll see you all on the next one. Life After Prison. Hey, don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel. It's all free. Like and subscribe. Be part of the come up. I'll see you all on the next one. Your boy Big Will. Life After Prison. See ya. Peace.